The man never imagined that the customer who came to his restaurant merely ordered a shrimp tempura set meal, but unexpectedly burst into tears after taking just one bite. Even worse, the very next day he planned to end his life by jumping from a height. Despite having shown incredible magic talent since he was a child, and being able to lead a stable life as a teacher after graduation, he chose to join the strongest adventure party of this generation to earn more money and give back to his fellow villagers. He thought his future would be bright, only to find that his seniors in the party treated him like a beast of burden. Working until the early hours of the morning every day was bad enough, but when a mission turned dangerous, it was clearly him who rushed forward to shield his teammates from a monster's fatal blow. Yet the people he saved showed not a shred of gratitude. Instead, they accused him of hogging the credit, and even screamed at him, "The world would be better off without people like you." Those words became the final straw that broke his spirit. Why did he have to endure such verbal abuse and contempt every day? Why was he the only one slaving away until the middle of the night? At this moment, Basil had only one thought left in his mind: to end his own life. Fortunately, Haley and Bibian sensed something was wrong and followed him. The moment he leaped, Haley dove after him without hesitation, catching and holding him tightly mid-air. Saying this, Bibian quickly cast defense magic, allowing them both to land safely. Afterward, they carried him back to the restaurant. Protagonist realized that Basil was suffering from deep psychological trauma. The more sensitive a person is, the more vulnerable they are to anxiety and despair, which can easily lead to a total mental breakdown. To fully recover, he simply needs time to rest and recuperate. But Basil's party had no intention of letting him go that night. The captain brought his lackeys to demand his return, and he came prepared. Looking at the contract in his hand, the protagonist found that Basil had signed many unfair clauses. It was a workload that no single person could possibly handle. It was clear they intended to exploit him to the point of death. At this, the captain dropped the act. The authority in this region, his word was effectively the law. He warned the protagonist not to be so ungrateful. Hearing this, the protagonist realized things were getting complicated. Negotiations reached a deadlock at the same time. Basil finally woke up. He still believed that death was his only release. Ido had also once wanted to end it all after being stripped of everything and reduced to slavery. Treated as a commodity, she felt that nothing good would ever happen again. But she survived because she encountered a ray of light. Suggested that Basil eat a delicious meal before making any final decisions. Saying the protagonist remain unmoved, the captain threatened the restaurant, implying it might accidentally burn down and go out of business. Just as the protagonist was at a loss, a familiar voice came from the doorway. It was his former comrade from his old party, the vice captain of the elite Silver Wing Brigade. From their exchange and the clear emblem on the redhead's clothing, the party leader was suddenly struck with confusion.
Wait, what?
Japanese dialogue. Just as the protagonist was about to continue the negotiations, unexpectedly, the red-haired girl was once again captivated by the beautiful boy nearby. Bibian was curious about the relationship between him and the protagonist. The red-haired girl then revealed that the protagonist was a former member of the Silver Wing Brigade, mentioning that the two of them were just like partners. As soon as she said this, the onlookers who were in the dark were completely shell-shocked. Haley and Bibian were left speechless, while the party leader broke into a cold sweat. He knew that making an enemy of someone like that would lead to a disastrous end. He immediately ordered his men to burn the contract on the spot, and agreed to let Basil leave the party. After that, he led his lackeys out of the diner. A moment later, Aide led Basil out, saying that his condition had clearly improved. The protagonist was deeply relieved, then prepared a fresh shrimp tempura set meal for him. After taking a small bite, Basil seemed to have finally found a reason to lie. Life is a long journey, and those heavy shackles and unfair treatments should never be the cages that trap your future. When you hit a dead end, why not stop for a moment? Look around from a different perspective. You might find someone willing to help, or something beautiful worth savoring. May everyone find the beam of light hidden just around the corner.